abandon, abduction, ability, abolish, absence, absolute, absorption, abstinence, abstract, absurdity, abundance, academic, accelerate, accelerator, access, accommodation, accompany, accomplish, account, accountability, accreditation, accumulate, accurate, accusation, achieve, acknowledge, acquire, acquisition, acquittal, adapt, adaptability, addiction, adequate, adherence, adjacent, adjust, administer, advancement, advantage, adventure, adversary, adversity, advocacy, advocate, effect, affiliation, affiliation, affordable, agency, agenda, aggregate, aggressive, allegation, alleviate, allocate, allocation, alternative, ambiguity, amendment, analysis, ancestor, ancient, animosity, annexation, annihilation, anticipate, anticipation, anxiety, apparent, appeal, appetite, applicant, appreciate, apprehension, appropriate, arbitrary, arbitration, architecture, arise, aristocracy, arrangement, articulation, artifact, artificial, aspect, aspiration, assess, assimilation, assumption, assurance, astonishing, astonishment, atmosphere, attachment, attainment, attempt, attractive, augmentation, authentic, authenticity, authority, autonomy, available, average, aversion, backlash, balance, bargaining, barrier, beneficial, beneficiary, benevolence, betrayal, biodegradable, biotechnology, boundary, brevity, bribery, bureaucracy, calamity, calculate, candidate, capability, capacity, catalyst, catastrophe, category, celebration, censorship, certification, challenge, characteristic, chronology, circumstance, clandestine, clarification, coercion, coherence, cohesion, cohesion, collaboration, collapse, collateral, collective, combination, commemoration, commence, commitment, commodity, communal, communication, community, compensation, competition, compliance, complicity, comprehensive, concept, concession, conclude, condemnation, confederation, confidence, conflict, conformity, conglomerate, connotation, consensus, consequence, consist, consolidation, constant, construct, consultation, consumption, contemporary, contention, context, contingency, continuity, contradiction, contribute, controversial, convenience, convergence, convince, cooperate, coordination, core, corporate, correlation, correspond, credibility, criteria, crucial, culmination, cultural, curiosity, currency, current, debate, decade, decentralization, deception, declaration, decline, dedicate, dedication, defamation, deficit, definition, deliberation, delineation, demarcation, demise, demonstrate, denunciation, deny, departure, dependence, depression, deprivation, derive, deserve, detection, deterioration, determination, deterrent, develop, devote, dignity, dilemma, dimension, diplomacy, discrepancy, discrimination, disintegration, disparagement, disparity, dissolution, dissonance, distinct, distribution, divergence, diverse, donor, dynamic, eccentricity, ecosystem, effectiveness, efficient, elaboration, elucidation, embargo, embezzlement, emphasis, empirical, empowerment, enable, encounter, endorsement, enormous, enrichment, ensure, entanglement, entitlement, entrepreneur, environmental, epidemic, epiphany, equality, equivalent, equivocation, eradicate, eradication, escalation, espionage, establish, ethicality, ethics, euphoria, evaluate, evidence, evolution, exasperation, exception, exclusion, execute, expansion, expatriation, expertise, exploitation, exposure, extension, extraordinary, facilitate, factor, feasibility, feasible, fidelity, flexibility, fluctuation, foreseeable, foresight, formality, fortification, fragmentation, framework, fraternity, function, fundamental, generation, global, globalization, governance, gratification, guarantee, guidance, hierarchical, hierarchy, homogeneity, hypocrisy, hypothesis, ideation, identity, ideology, ignorance, illustrate, impact, impasse, impediment, implementation, imply, imposition, improvisation, inauguration, incentive, incentivize, incorporate, indicate, indicator, indignation, industrialization, inevitable, infraction, infrastructure, ingenuity, ingratitude, initiative, innovation, insight, insightful, insistence, integration, integrity, integrity, intellectual, intelligence, intensification, intensity, interaction, intermittence, interpret, intervention, introspection, intuition, investment, involvement, isolation, jurisdiction, justification, legislation, legitimacy, legitimate, liability, liberal, literature, litigation, magnanimity, magnitude, maintenance, majority, manifestation, manipulation, manipulative, marginalization, marginalize, mechanism, mediation, metamorphosis, migration, minimal, misconception, mobilization, modernization, modification, motivation, neglect, negotiation, negotiator, neutrality, nomenclature, noncompliance, nostalgia, notion, obfuscation, objective, obligation, observation, obsolescence, occupation, optimism, optimization, orientation, ornamentation, outcome, output, overlap, paradigm, paradox, parameter, paramount, participation, partisanship, partnership, perception, perpetrator, perseverance, perspective, phenomenon, philosophy, plausibility, polarization, policy, political, portfolio, practical, precaution, predecessor, predilection, predominance, preference, prejudice, preservation, prevention, prioritization, priority, privatization, probability, procedure, proficiency, proliferation, propensity, proportion, proposal, prosecution, prospect, protocol, provision, psychological, publication, purchase, qualification, quantitative, ratification, ratio, reclamation, reconciliation, recovery, rectification, redemption, redistribution, reformation, regeneration, regulation, rehabilitation, reimbursement, reinforce, reinforcement, reiteration, rejection, rejuvenation, relevance, reliability, relinquishment, reluctance, repatriation, repercussion, replication, reprisal, repudiation, requirement, resentment, resignation, resilience, resolution, resource, responsibility, restoration, resurgence, retrieval, revenue, reverence, revitalization, rigorous, sanction, sanitation, satisfaction, scenario, scholarship, scrutiny, segmentation, selection, sensibility, significance, simulation, solidarity, solution, sophistication, sovereignty, specification, stability, stabilization, stagnation, stipulation, strategy, stratification, structure, subjugation, subordination, subsequent, subsequently, subsidy, substance, substantial, sufficiency, sufficient, susceptibility, sustainability, sustainment, synchronization, synthesis, target, tenacity, tendency, theoretical, tolerance, trajectory, transaction, transcendence, transcription, transformation, transition, translation, transmission, transparency, trend, tribunal, trigger, trivial, turbulence, turmoil, unanimity, uncertainty, unification, unprecedented, utilization, utilize, validation, validity, variability, variable, variation, venture, versatility, viability, vigilance, vindicate, vindication, violation, visibility, volatility, vulnerability, vulnerable, warrant, warrant, welfare, widespread, withdrawal, withstand, workforce, workplace, worsen, yearn, yield, yielding, seal, zealous, zoology, zoological,